So in this video, we're going to see the building application using flutter, the experiment number 10. The heading of the experiment is manual user login authentication using Google Firestore database. And in this, we're not using the Firebase authentication, we're simply doing authentication in the UI itself. And this is basically what the objective of this experiment is, to develop a flutter application that allows user login using email and password stored in the Firestore. So this is my Firestore database, which is using the product inventory. And this we can see the general users and product details that we have created in the previous experiments. And in this we can take a user's ID for logging into the UI. And so generally in our first YAML file, we'll just in every experiment we're giving the cloud store and the Firebase code this the version so that we can run the experiment so that all the needed software development kit is loaded into the folder file so that it can be easy to run. And in this, as usual, the previous one we're just using the same namespace, the same compile SDK and the NDK version for all from the previous three experiments, including this one. We're just using the same SDK version and NDK version, but the only thing that we're changing is the namespace so that the experiment is different from it. And when we in Firebase, when we generally create when we build a project, it just gives up a JSON file to get downloaded, and the JSON file is given here. And in this, we can generally see our package name and everything. And for accessing that, we're using this com.google.gms.google services. Using this code and this ID, we are accessing the Google Firestore database from the UI that we have given. And our main.dart file, we have given the overall UI and everything. So this is basically a login page for like user authentication. So in this, basically, these controller files are just getting the email and the password. So this controller is getting the email password and checking whether it's correct or not. And generally, if the email is empty, we're just showing like please fill in the fields. We're just putting a text message in the text box. And generally here we're just creating the UI for it. We're just using the app bar and we're giving the body padding for the size and the edges. And in that we're using this text field for the controller which we are going to use for the email controller checking it. We're just calling it here. And this is the text that we're using, the email part which is being showed here. So basically, this email part is being showed here, and the same thing is going for the password controller. So in the login button is there. This elevated button. We're using elevated button function for putting the login page, and then we're just giving the functionalities and we're just checking it. From here, we can just take the email and the password that we already given. So so basically, when you're logging the user credentials should be correct, so that then we'll get logged in inside. So once you press this login button, it will take some time for running, and after that, it'll show a welcome dashboard. So this is the user authentication that we use for the 10th experiment.